Building confidence is holding your word to your fucking self. And it's all the small things. People want to jump to the biggest shit. It's all the small daily steps. And it's really about taking more pride in the process than the result. The man who takes more pride in the steps it takes to attain the result, he can't be stopped.
What up, world? Live on that with Mr. Be Great today, Lamar King Sr. Glad y'all tapped in with me. It's another all positive podcast. And Mr. Be Great today has some words of encouragement. And y'all already know, I'm just going to jump right on in. And the topic of discussion today is confidence is key. Now, we've all heard this saying before in our lives about having this relentless confidence, this borderline arrogant attitude about life that can take you to a whole nother level. And I don't say these words lightly, and I don't know who this message is for today, but I know it's for someone. And Mr. Be Great today is here to tell you, you got to have a belief in yourself that no matter what's being said, no matter what's going on around you, that you know that you can get the things that you want out of life. Now, I know we live in a capitalistic society where money rules everything and everybody's chasing the bag, and I get that. But I'm talking about the self-development, the things that you innately want in your life. You got to have a confidence that like no other. You got to believe in yourself wholeheartedly that what you are doing is destined. And regardless of whatever is going on or what's transpiring in your life, you got to still have that attitude about yourself. You got to still have that belief in yourself enough to know that there's nothing that can stop you. The only thing that can stop you in this life is you. Now there's some evil things out there. There's some naysayers. There's some haters. There's some whatever you want to call it, whatever type of label you want to put on them. But you got to put this into your psyche that I'm going to make it or I'm going to die trying. I'm going to get it if I have to roll over in my 6-foot vault and leave this world. Because so many people have been brought up to second guess themselves. They have been brought up to have a plan B, have a backup plan. There's no backup plan when it comes to you. No one is going to breathe like you breathe. No one's going to breathe for you. No one else's heart is going to pump for you. No one else is going to get out here and put in the work and put in the grind to accomplish the things they want but you. And I really want you to understand that life is cyclic. There's no blueprint to life. But the main thing you got to have is the confidence of a lion in the jungle. You got to have the confidence that regardless of anything that transpires in your life, there's nothing that's going to stop you. And I want my listeners to understand that you've been programmed. You've been taught to second guess yourself. You've been taught to have to play these what ifs in your head. But that's only a detriment to what you're trying to do. That's like punching yourself in a fist fight, expecting yourself to win. Would you do that? Would you do that? Would you shoot yourself in the foot just to say that to fit in with the norm of how people think and how people operate in this world? Now, I know that there's a challenge and there's a level of difficulty when you're talking about being successful or whatever people call success in today's time. But in my opinion, my humble opinion, success is true happiness. Success is true peace of mind. Success is true camaraderie with your family, friends, and loved ones. That's true success for me. Now, different strokes for different folks, but that's in essence, that's what I believe in. But when you're in this life and you're trying to figure out what should I do next? What's my next move? Life is a chessboard. You got to think some moves ahead, but it's not about thinking about the negativity of what could happen. See, when you start using those words, those phrases like "what if this" or "I need a backup plan," I'm telling you, you automatically just made yourself a failure. You automatically made yourself fall short of your goals and your dreams. And you have to develop a relentless confidence about what's going on, no matter how much turmoil is happening in your life, no matter how much shit going on in the world. You got to still believe in yourself wholeheartedly. I know you guys get up every morning with activities and a checklist and things you got to get accomplished for the day. But do you not understand that if you don't believe in yourself enough that you can get these things accomplished, if you don't believe in yourself enough that you can't have a backup plan, then you might as well just stay in the bed. You might as well not even fucking try. And I know so many people, and I know my religious people, they say, well, I believe in God. That's fine. That's fine, Danny. For whatever works for you, that's great. But I'm here to tell you that you have to believe in yourself so much that regardless of what's happening to you, regardless of what's being said about you, that you know that you can get it done. I used to go to they used to have this camp in back home. We should go to every summer. It was a free camp. I don't know if they even do it anymore. It was an NYSP camp. And we had a swimming instructor who later became my wrestling coach in high school, Coach Whitten. And you had the experienced swimmers on the deep end, and you had the people who are still learning how to swim on the shallow end. So he would take the people, I could swim a little bit. So he said, this is what we're going to do. We're going to swim across the deep end, underwater. And I'm like, man, how I can swim on top of the water, but I don't know if I can hold my breath that long. Coach Whitten said, you just don't even try. If you feel like you can't do it, don't even try. Because what he was placing in our mind, that if you place doubt within your mind, whatever you're trying to do, if you place some type of doubt, you start planning a plan B, you start making backup plans just in case this might happen, just in case that might happen, you might as well not even try. But he said, when you're in that water, you're underwater, you're swimming, and we didn't use a lot of movement. We would just do one motion and glide, then one motion and glide. But the whole time while we were doing that activity, while we were trying to swim across that deep end underwater, holding our breath, he said, tell yourself this: I think I can. And another motion, I think I can. Then another motion, I think I can. Because what you're doing is your mind, and I've told you guys, I talk about it in my book, your mind is the most vast organ on the planet. Your mind can be stretched in so many ways that it'll blow your mind, literally, like, no pun intended. But once you put any type of doubt within your thought process, you've automatically already lost. Now, some people overcome and surpass some things, but why would you do it to yourself? It's okay to have haters. It's okay to have people saying this, that, and the third about you, but don't say that shit about yourself. Don't allow those type of thoughts to come into your mind to deter you from the goals and the dreams you're trying to get to. So you have to constantly remind yourself, even when shit is going all wrong, even when things are just not going like you thought they were, you have to still have that same level of enthusiasm, that same level of confidence within yourself as you go through this thing, as you go towards your dreams. Because I'm telling you, man, your mind, it doesn't understand when you're joking. Your mind doesn't understand when you're just nonchalantly saying things. Like it's like a virus that you are placed into your thought process that'll sabotage your whole operation. And I want you really to understand that you have to eliminate any type of negative thoughts, any type of doubt that creeps into your mind when you're trying to go after the things that you want. Because see, a lot of us, we've came from very humble beginnings. We came from dire straits. We've made it past a lot of things that a lot of people doubted us from or didn't think we were going to make it. And it's only because you had a belief in yourself. There's so many pro athletes that have, got the most athletic capabilities, but they had that thing called doubt in their mind, and they just didn't make it. They listened to the outside noise and they gave up on their dreams. I know if you guys seen this meme on going across the internet where these guys are in a diamond mine and they're digging, and this guy is 5 inches from the diamonds and he quits. And there's another guy who's about 5 feet and he's going after it like his life depends on it. And that's what you have to do, because you'll truly never reach your goal. It's kind of like when you ever seen a true basketball player who shoots a shot. When he shoots, he follows through. So even when you reach your goal, you got to surpass it. You got to go through it. You got to think yourself into that position. You got to already see yourself on the other side of your accomplishments before you even start. You got to imagine yourself already there. Because if you let any type of doubt, you let any type of negative thought creep into your mind and you start second guessing what you're trying to accomplish, you're self-sabotaging your dreams, you're self-sabotaging your life. And I want my listeners to understand that I know this shit is tough out here. I know life can be a challenge. I know you're faced with your back against the wall as you get out here in this world and you try to maneuver with precision. But the one thing you can't allow is for yourself to beat yourself up in the whole process. You got to face the world. Facing the world is enough. Getting up and going to work every day is enough. Getting in this hectic traffic is enough. But don't allow yourself to beat yourself up. You got to have a confidence in yourself that you know that you're going to get there. In order to become a millionaire, you got to start thinking like a millionaire before you get there. You got to start walking like a millionaire before you get there. You got to start talking like a millionaire before you get there. It's so many kids who made it to the NBA who was in that backyard. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yes, he wins the championship. There's so many kids that had that vision in their mind before they even made it to middle school, before they even played college ball, before they even went to AAU practice. They had that thought in their mind playing in the backyard as kids. And they had to see themselves already there. They had to see themselves already there. Even for instance, just like I recently got married about a year ago, and I tell myself, I met my wife and then I married her. You have to become what you want before you achieve it. And that comes with confidence. I'm talking about borderline arrogant, regardless of what's being said. You got to have the know-how and have that feeling of achievement already. And I know it's guess what? When you're chasing after your dreams and you're chasing after the things that you want, things are not just going to come instantaneously. You're not just because you think it's not going to automatically happen. But Mr. Be Great today is here to tell you that you have to already see it in your mind. You already have to act it out in your abilities that you are what you say you are, that you are going to accomplish the things that you want. Because if you can't envision yourself already there, if you can't, give yourself some true words of encouragement before you attain that goal, then you won't make it. You'll give up. You'll fall short. You'll set yourself back. You'll start making plan Bs and backup plans and all this. I challenge you to focus in on exactly what the fuck you want. I challenge you to focus in on exactly what the fuck you want and go after it. And it's a challenge because we have been systematically programmed to doubt ourselves. We've all taken those standardized tests, and I guarantee you, all of us has done this. All of us have had the right answer, erased it, and put the wrong answer down because we second guessed ourselves. And that's what we do in our life. That's what we do in our business. That's what we do in our relationships. Your spouse or your partner may do something outside the ordinary. Your mind automatically thinks, well, they cheating, or they got something up their sleeve. And you don't even know that something else may transpire where things they had to move a little different. But if you're thinking like that, you're already setting yourself up for that. Unless it's right there in your face, unless it's right in your face that it's blatantly in your face, stop allowing those thoughts to come into your mind and take over how you truly feel about a person, or how you truly feel about your business, or how you truly feel about an idea that you have. We let our own mind self-sabotage us into giving up. We let our own mind tell us that it can't be done, and therefore we have a plan B. We lack the confidence that's needed to get to that next level. We lack the confidence that needed to have pure happiness and peace of mind. And I want my listeners to know that you have the tools and the capabilities to do anything you want in life, but it's you. It's you that's telling you or allows a negative thought comes into your mind and change your whole plan or change the whole trajectory of life for you, because you didn't have the self-discipline to say no. Because I'm gonna tell you, the mind is very vast. You can walk, talk, and chew bubblegum at the same time. But at the same time, you allow things of the past. You can be triggered by emotion. You can be triggered by something that makes you think in a negative way, that because it happened like that last year, that it's going to happen like that this year. I challenge you to keep on trucking, one foot in front of the other, and keep pushing towards the goals and the dreams that you want in life. And you got to have a borderline arrogant confidence about it. And if you're allowing doubt, you're allowing negative thoughts to come in and creep in and whisper little negative phrases into your mind, and you entertain them, then guess what? You've already been defeated. I'm talking about, you have so much potential within yourself and everything that you dream and things you want. You got to get back to that childlike imagination that we had at once. We could go out there and play with a can and act like we in the NFL in the Super Bowl and have it, and it feels so real. That's the thing about your subconscious mind. It can't distinguish between what's real and fake. I saw a TikTok the other day where we got to stop saying stuff like I'm dying laughing. You're creeping thoughts into your mind that's actually hindering you from where you want to go. Little things like, I can't get nothing right. If you're using phrases like this, you're going to allow yourself to fall short of your goal. Because I'm telling you, the words that you speak to yourself are more important than what the world has to say about you. I know people say, well, I got these haters, I got these people doubt me. Use that as fuel to your fire. Put that shit on the fire, burn it up, and show yourself approved with the confidence of a Ric Flair, with the confidence of a Michael Jordan or Kobe Bryant. You got to have that Mamba mentality about yourself, and it starts with you. I don't care what you are doing. I don't care no matter how big or how small your position may be on your job. You got to have the confidence in yourself that you can make it to the top. You can have the confidence in yourself that you can take the things that you're learning on this job and go out and do your own thing. If you have a passion about what you're doing, if you're a chef, if you're an author, if you're a musician, you got to have a confidence in yourself, because you're going to have so many people and so many people doubting you on what you're trying to accomplish. But I'm here to tell you, block that stuff out. And that's the easy part. The hard part is blocking yourself from yourself. Because we spend more times with ourselves than we do with anybody else. We listen to our thoughts more than we have thoughts in our head that no one can hear, only ourselves. And if you allow those thoughts to be, overtly negative, be overtly naysayers and haters within your own mind, you got a hater right in your mind that wants you to go back to comfortability, that wants you to get back into that comfort zone to where you can just settle for the things you want. And I'm not talking about in the aspects of other people. I'm talking about for you. You can't allow the negative thoughts to come in and do a mutiny within your whole psyche. You can't allow that. And it takes practice. It takes consistent practice each day in and day out for you to overcome those negative thoughts, because I promise you, they're coming. Those negative thoughts are going to come into your head. They're going to tell you should do this, you should do that. I need you to focus in on what the fuck you want. I need you to have a detailed plan of what you're going to do, and you go after it, and you have the attitude that there's nothing can stop me. The only thing that can stop you is you. The only thing that can stop you are the thoughts that you allow to fester into your mind. The confidence level that you need in life, you already possess it. But it's that little negative voice that comes in and creeps in and starts doubt. It starts you to second guess yourself to the point where you quit and you give up and you throw in the towel. I know my listeners understand that life is not going to be easy. Life is not going to be all peaches and cream. There's going to be some challenges, but you got to continue to keep chipping away at it. You got to continue to believe in yourself enough to say, I am not giving up on my dreams. I am not giving up on the things that I want. Stop starting things and then later on down the road quitting because it gets hard, because you run into a challenge. Stop starting things and just quitting because so many people are against you. Stop starting things and quitting because, oh, such and such did the same thing, so I need to go another route. I'm telling you, any idea or anything that you're trying to accomplish, there's a million other people out there doing the exact same thing. I've told y'all many times before, that's why Burger King and McDonald's are usually on the same block. And that's why CVS and Walgreens are usually on the same block. That's why you got gas station in front of gas station and gas station in front of gas station, and all of them still making money. All of them are still prospering each and every day because it's the confidence. Don't you know it takes confidence to put a burger joint right beside another burger joint? Don't you know it takes confidence to put a barbecue spot right beside another barbecue spot? It's a confidence level. And it's 8 billion people in this world. So guess what? It's enough to go around. Your idea in your business, in your work ethic should speak for itself. And regardless of what you try to tell yourself, that negative thought will come in and make you try to second guess and go to your fallback. Go to your backup plan. I'm telling you, stop self-sabotaging yourself. Stop allowing that doubt to come in and tell you that it's not possible, or you need to do this, or that ain't the one for you. You're telling yourself that. Now, if the evidence proves itself, by all means, okay, I get that. But at the end of the day, if you continue to push on, it can be done. There's so many people that, and a lot of people think, well, I ain't got it by now, I ain't gonna get it. That's a lie. Samuel Jackson didn't get his first movie till he was in his 40s, and he was a crackhead. He was playing a crackhead, and then in actual life he was a crackhead. And look at him now. The man has produced more movies than anybody in the history of filmmaking. Like, seriously, you got to understand that you are your biggest enemy. You the one that tells yourself that you're not adequate enough to accomplish the things you want. You the one that make yourself quit. You the one make yourself give up. It's you. It's not your haters. It's not your doubters. It's not society. It's not the white man. It's not the system. It's you. Because regardless of what's going on, you got to believe in yourself. You got to have the confidence to know that I'm going to make it and I'm going to push through this thing if I have to roll over in my grave trying to do so. And I challenge y'all, man. I really do. And I know this is for someone. You have the skill set. You got the life experiences. You've done it 3,000 times over, but you allow that little voice in your head to tell you to go another way. You allow that voice in your head to tell you to stop. Oh, you know what, a name just did that. I need to try something else. Stick with what you got. Go with what you got. Use the tools and talents that you have and be confident, man. I'm talking about just like me with this podcast. I started this podcast Juneteenth 2022. Here we are. We almost in month 10. We almost in month 10. We are in the next week. It make 10 months. And I'm going to continue to push regardless if I have 1 viewer or 1,000 viewers. It doesn't matter, because I know that eventually I could be 5 inches from my goal. And just because things are not going like I thought, and it's been plenty times throughout these 10 months that I wanted to give up. There's been plenty times that so many people say, you still doing your little podcast? You're damn right I am. I'm still giving these words of encouragement to people who tune in and tap in every week. I am, because I know there's a purpose for this. I know that these words are going to go on long after I'm gone. I know that someone needs a little boost throughout their day to understand that you have the capabilities, you have the talents, you have the skill set. Now you need to develop the mindset. And that's what I'm here for. I'm here to help someone to see, to envision themselves already there. And it's not that difficult. It's just that you have to continue to do it each and every day. You go on that job each and every day. Some of us have been on our job 10, 20 years, and we do it over and over and over and over again. And we become master at our position. But when are you going to become a master at yourself? When are you going to stop doubting and second guessing yourself? When are you going to develop the confidence to know that you are doing the right thing? As long as you're not causing ill will or harm to anyone else, I encourage you to keep going. I encourage you to keep pushing. I encourage you to put your foot in front of another and go after it, and be passionate about it, and be confident about it, and disregard the voices in your own head. I ain't talking about the haters out there in the world. I ain't talking about the naysayers who are doubting you and saying it can't be done. I ain't talking about the people who may be doing the exact same thing as you. I'm talking about that person that's inside of you that's telling you that you need to quit. You need to learn to block that out. You need to learn to replace that with a thought of confidence. Because if you don't, you're going to fall short and you're going to quit 5 inches from the goal line. And so many people have given up on their dreams. I guarantee you there's someone who's listening to me now who did something many years ago that they wish they had stuck with it. And had they still been doing it now, they'd be in a better position in life. But because they allowed their own thoughts to self-sabotage, they quit. And now they look back and say, dang, such and such doing the same thing. I had a business just like that, and look at them. Such and such, they did the same thing, and look at them. They stuck with it. And I gave up. I fell short. I went to my backup plan. There's so many people that have been in relationships and fell for the side piece. Hey, trust me, I know from experience, that fell for the side piece thinking the grass was greener, and then they look, oh man, I could have been in that position with him or her. I could have did that. It's like that. Don't live life with regret because you gave up on your dreams, because you weren't confident in who you are, and because you wasn't willing to change your ways and develop a new way of thinking. I'm serious about it, y'all. And guess what? The only person that's gonna hurt in the end is you. The only person that's gonna feel bad about the situation is you. And until you decide to change your ways, until you decide to change the way you think, until you decide to develop a level of confidence about who you are and the things you want to accomplish, you're gonna live a life full of regret. You're gonna live a life full of woulda, coulda, shouldas. And I don't want my listeners to go through that. I don't want you to have to live through that. So I challenge you to do it today. This is Mr. Be Great Today for a reason. I challenge you to develop that confidence right now, whatever you want to do. As soon as you get off this podcast of listening to me, I need you to go develop a plan and get to work. I need you to have a confidence that it can be done. And I need you to stick it out. I need you to do it over and over and over again. And I don't need you to quit. People do it so often. They start something, then they stop. It's good in the beginning. You know, your grand opening is full of all new customers and all new patrons. They coming in supporting your business. But wait till you get to the 6-month period. Are you going to see that? Is that line going to still be wrapped around the building? And if it's not, are you going to quit? I challenge you to keep going. There's going to be some ups and downs, some highs and lows, right? It's spring now. The businesses, people are ready to buy. People are ready to patronize your business. People are outside. But can you withstand the winter? I've been in sales for the last 10 years. The winter time is a tough time for salespeople. And most of the time, that's when you see the most people quit. But the seasoned guys stick through it. The seasoned women, they stick through it just to reap the benefit and have that momentum to push them through the spring and the summer and the fall. Then the winter comes again. You got to do it all over again. You got to show up every day, and you got to have a confidence and a desire to continue to push to your dreams. And I'm telling you now, you are your biggest enemy. And you got to get out your own way. You got to get out your own head and just work the plan. Trust the process. Because if you don't, you're going to live a life full of regret, and you're going to look back on your life and be like, damn, I should have stuck with it. But it's not over. Look at your life. Look at your experiences. Look at your shortcomings and learn from them and push through and go on and keep going. And you got to develop it. Block out that negative thought within your head and keep on pushing. All right? And that's all I got for y'all today, man. I really want y'all to understand that confidence is key. Your confidence in yourself is essential to your growth. And if you're allowing the negative thoughts that fester up into your mind to get in and self-sabotage your whole process or your order of operation, you're going to find yourself living a life full of regret. You're going to find yourself looking back saying, damn, I should have stuck with it. Damn, I fucked up. It's okay, but it's time for you to alleviate those thoughts out of your whole thought process. It's time for you to just focus on the confidence level that you have and the confidence level you possess and enrich it with day-to-day activities of you pursuing your goals. And you keep on going, and you keep on going, and you keep on going. When shit gets tough, keep on going. Your bills behind, you keep on going. Like they done repossess your car, you keep on going. You got to. Because what are you gonna get? What are you gonna get out of giving up? What are you gonna get out of going to plan B? You're gonna look back and say, damn, what if I had stuck with it? What if I had kept going? What if I had seen it through? confidence, people. I need you to develop that confidence. I need you to develop that borderline arrogant confidence that you're doing what you're supposed to do, that you're going to accomplish the things that you want. And I believe in you. I believe in you. I believe in my listeners. I believe that the fact that you can do this, you can make it through this. Don't allow the circumstances of life to make you change your whole path. Don't let it do it. Don't let your thoughts creep in and tell you that you're doing the wrong thing. Again, as long as you're not causing hurt, harm, and danger to anyone else, as long as you acting on the up and up, continue to push on and don't allow those thoughts to creep in to make you second guess yourself. All right? So y'all make sure y'all go check me out. Mr. Be Great Today on TikTok, YouTube, and Fanbase. Great Today INC on IG. And On Air with Mr. Be Great Today on Facebook. I love you all. And you already know. Be great today. Peace.